It all started on what seemed like an ordinary morning. Emily had dressed carefully, excited to attend an important meeting, hoping it might finally be her moment to shine. But that hope was crushed when she learned she wasn't going after all, replaced by her own colleague, Carmen, and betrayed by the very man she trusted. In that moment, her confidence cracked. She tried to hide the hurt, but inside, she felt small, invisible, and worthless. Every dream she had built seemed to fade into the background of someone else's success. And just when she thought the day couldn't get any worse, fate decided to play a cruel joke. Out of nowhere, the one person she never wanted to see again, the man who once made her life miserable in university, appeared before her, smiling with the same arrogance she remembered all too well. The shock hit her like a wave. Jack, the same man who once humiliated her in front of everyone years ago, was now the new CEO of the company. It felt unreal, almost cruel, as if destiny itself was mocking her. Standing there in the conference room, she tried to keep her composure while his confident tone filled the space. He introduced himself with that same smirk that used to make her blood boil. But this time, things were different. She wasn't a naive student anymore. She was a professional, determined not to let her past define her present. Still, the tension between them was undeniable. Every glance felt like a silent challenge, every word like a reminder of unfinished business. She knew then that this wasn't just a coincidence. It was the beginning of something much bigger, a battle between pride, pain, and power. From that moment on, Jack seemed determined to test her at every turn. His words carried an edge, his instructions always slightly laced with sarcasm, as if he enjoyed watching her struggle to keep her composure. Emily knew he wanted a reaction, to see her lose control, to remind her of the old days when he always had the upper hand. But she wasn't that girl anymore. Every time he tried to corner her with power or charm, she answered with calm professionalism. Still, there was something strange beneath his arrogance, something that made her question his intentions. Was he trying to break her, or push her to be stronger? Whatever it was, Emily decided she wouldn't give him the satisfaction of seeing her defeated. She would hold her ground, no matter how hard he tried to shake it. And that decision changed everything. The turning point came when Jack unexpectedly invited her to a business lunch. Emily hesitated, unsure whether it was another one of his mind games or a genuine test. But as the meeting unfolded, something shifted. When the team was stuck on a critical decision, Jack did something no one expected. He turned to her and asked for her opinion. For a moment, the entire room fell silent. Emily took a deep breath and spoke with quiet confidence, analyzing the contracts and making the call that ultimately saved the deal. Everyone watched in disbelief, including Jack. It wasn't just about the decision, it was about the strength she showed, the control she carried. For the first time, she wasn't the girl being looked down on, she was the one leading the room. And in that instant, Jack's smirk faded into something else entirely, respect. But just when she started to believe things were changing, Jack pushed her into yet another impossible situation. In front of the entire team, he announced a promotion, one that would go to either Emily or her own boyfriend. The air grew heavy, the tension unbearable. What followed was pure humiliation as her boyfriend, desperate for advancement, threw her under the bus without hesitation, calling her weak and easily manipulated. Those words pierced deeper than anything she had faced before. For a moment, Emily felt shattered, exposed in front of everyone. But then, something inside her broke free, the quiet strength she had buried for too long finally rose to the surface. With steady eyes and a calm voice, she reclaimed her dignity, showing them all who she truly was. The room may have been silent, but her silence spoke louder than any outburst ever could. When the chaos finally settled, Emily was ready to walk away for good. But before she could, Jack stopped her, not with arrogance this time, but honesty. He confessed that everything he'd done, every challenge and confrontation, had been to remind her of the fearless woman he once admired. His harshness, though cruel, had been a push to awaken her strength. For the first time, she saw sincerity in his eyes instead of pride. And in that moment, something shifted between them, a quiet understanding that power wasn't about control, but about respect. Emily no longer needed validation from anyone, not even him. She had proven her worth through her actions, her courage, her resilience. And when she finally took her rightful place, confident, respected, and unshakably strong, it wasn't because Jack gave her power. It was because she had claimed it herself.